I took my coworkers out for drinks, only to realize I didn't have enough money to cover the tab. Desperate, I walked up to the hottest guy in the VIP booth. "Hey, can you pay this for me? I'll Venmo you later." The guy tried to play it cool. "Miss, do we know each other?" I snatched the drink right out of his hand. "We don't, but ask your bodyguard how many times he's called me for a favor." "I've saved your ass enough times. Can't you return the favor once?" The man looked confused, but his bodyguard immediately covered his face with his hand. "Boss, it's true. Every time you get blackout drunk, you attack anyone who comes near you, except her. I've called her multiple times to beg her to take you home." 1. The group of guys sitting around him perked up, looking at me like I was a unicorn. "Wait, for real? When Lou gets wasted, he's like a rabid dog. No one can touch him." "Yeah, I tried to help him to his room once, and he nearly snapped my arm in half." "Same. They say Lou is possessed by demons when he drinks. I didn't believe it, tried to outdrink him, and ended up in the hospital for 2 months with multiple fractures. The doctor said it's hyperdefensive instinct. He trusts no one when his inhibitions are down, so he attacks on sight. What makes this girl so special?" "I don't buy it, unless she proves it right now." I raised an eyebrow and pulled out my phone, flashing my QR code. "Sure, transfer me $500 first, and I'll give you a show." Someone actually whipped out their phone and sent me the money. Ding. Payment received. I pointed to the bar. "I'm gonna go pay my tab, get him wasted, then come find me." The whole booth started cheering and jeering. Only the man in the center, Luke Vance, narrowed his eyes at me dangerously. I wasn't scared. I've seen him hugging a toilet bowl. I have photos. Look at him now, sitting there like a king in his VIP booth, all elegant and refined. A total fraud. I'd already seen him at his worst. I paid the bill and sent my coworkers home. Then I walked back to the booth. Hey, I took the 500. I had to deliver the show. Luke's friends were trying their hardest to pour drinks down his throat, but Luke wasn't having it. He grabbed my wrist, dragged me out of the club, and shoved me into his Maybach. Slam! The door shut so hard the car shook, like a shaken soda bottle finally popping its cap. I rubbed my nose. "Hey, it's not my fault you only trust me when you're drunk. It's annoying for me too, you know?" 2. It all started 6 months ago. I was leaving work late when I saw a guy sprawled out in the middle of the street using a city bike as a blanket. It was hilarious. Being terminally online, I had to take a video. But when I got closer, damn, what a face. Too bad he was wasted, reeking of alcohol. He was muttering about being thirsty. I took out my water bottle and poured him a cup. He was surprisingly obedient, gulping it down. I tried to wake him up. "Hey, you can't sleep on the street. Where's your phone? I'll call your friends." He ignored me, snoozing away on the asphalt. I had no choice but to pat him down. Found his legs were incredibly long, like model long. I found his phone, unlocked it with Face ID, easy when they're asleep, and FaceTime D, the first contact on his list. I pointed the camera at his face. "Hello? This phone's owner is sleeping on the street. If you're his friend, come get him." The guy on the other end didn't even ask for a location. He just screamed, "Back away from him! 5 feet! Now!" I thought he was worried I was going to rob the hot guy. I scoffed. "Relax, I'm not interested in drunks. I'm sending you the location. Hurry up." The guy yelled again, "Do not ignore me unless you want to die." That's psycho. I hung up. Then I sat on the curb to guard the guy. He decided my thigh was a better pillow than the bike. He slept like a baby under the moonlight. 10 minutes later, the friend arrived and looked at us like he was seeing a ghost. I swore. Look, I didn't touch him inappropriately. As soon as I spoke, the guy shifted. He wrapped his arms around my waist and buried his face in my stomach, treating me like a body pillow. I couldn't pry him off. I pulled his ear. "Hey, wake up. Your friend is here. Let go." He didn't budge. I looked at the friend. "Help me out here. I can't move his arms." The friend stood 5 feet away, refusing to move. I was pissed. "Why are you just standing there?" He said, "I don't want to die." Me. "What?" 3. The guy explained he wasn't a friend, but a bodyguard. He pulled his car up, parking exactly 5 feet away. "You have to get him into the car." "Are you sick? He's your boss, not mine. I called you out of the goodness of my heart, and now I have to do the heavy lifting?" The bodyguard refused to help. He stood there with his arms crossed. I was furious. I took it out on the drunk guy, dragging him like a sack of potatoes. The bodyguard, probably afraid I'd damage the merchandise, finally stepped forward to help. Suddenly, the man who was dead to the world sprang up. Faster than I could blink, he pulled a Swiss Army knife from his belly. He shoved me behind him and slashed at the bodyguard in one fluid motion. The speed, the aggression. If the bodyguard hadn't dodged, there would have been blood. I stared, jaw on the floor. What the hell? The bodyguard was back at the 5-foot mark, smiling awkwardly. See? That's why I didn't help. When the boss is drunk, no one can get close. His defense mechanism is extreme. I touched my neck instinctively. Okay, but the drunk guy just put the knife away and rested his heavy head on my shoulder, falling back asleep. Me. The bodyguard was baffled. "You are the only person I've ever seen get close to him when he's like this. Are you blind?" "He's leaning on me." I wanted to cry. "So what do we do?" "You have to put him in the car and drive him home. Can you drive?" "Ideally, yes. In practice. Maybe. Please." "Are you guys pranking me? Why only me? What about his parents?" "His parents died a long time ago. He only has a grandfather, and even he can't get close." This was insane. I had to use every ounce of strength to wrestle a 6'2" man into a car and then drive him home. Afterward, the bodyguard added me on WeChat, saying he might need me again. Get lost, never again. He transferred me $5,000. I immediately typed back, "My pleasure, call me anytime, but this is the rate every time." 4. 2 weeks later, late at night, the bodyguard sent me $5,000. Miss Lynn, emergency, please come, location sent. I followed the GPS to the most exclusive club in the city. I opened the door to the VIP room and saw several powerful-looking men knocked out cold on the floor. Paramedics arrived and wheeled them all out. The only one left was Luke Vance, holding his Swiss Army knife, backed into a corner, eyes bloodshot, and scanning the room for threats. Honestly, he looked like a demon ready to kill. I didn't dare approach him. My legs were shaking. I tried to return the money. Nope, can't do it. The bodyguard immediately sent another 50,000. Understood. Danger pay? Is this enough? I didn't mean that. But 50 grand. I'm just a corporate slave. I cannot say no to 50 grand. So I walked up to him, gently patted his shoulder. Hey, don't kill me, put the knife down. I really didn't expect him to listen. He looked at me with blurry eyes for a long moment, then folded the knife away. Then he swayed and collapsed right into my arms. Oof. He was heavy. I lost my balance and we both went down. Luckily, right before we hit the floor, he twisted his body and became a human cushion. I landed softly on top of him.